What's up, guys? It's Johnny with Six Pack Shortcuts. Today I've got an extra special guest, my beautiful girlfriend, Sammy.
Hey, guys.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to put you guys, we're actually going to demonstrate for you guys one of our workouts. So we're actually less than 3 weeks away from our next contest. So there's quite a bit that happens in the last few weeks as you come down in preparation for a bodybuilding show or a lot of different fitness involved contests. And one of those things that you have to do, at least for bodybuilding for us, is you generally, not everybody does this, but you generally have to run a low carb diet. And there's a couple reasons why. So the main reason why is because it allows you to deplete your body's glycogen stores, okay? And your glycogen stores will eventually turn to body fat if you don't. So that's the other thing, is you want to cut out as much body fat as possible, and the easiest way to do it is to generally run a low carb diet. Now there are special outliers out there that can eat high carb diets and still cut a lot of body fat, but for me and her, we run low carb diets. And the reason we're here today to educate you guys on our back workout today is because there's a lot of things that happen with low carbs.
You might notice on lower carbs your energy level is feeling kind of in the dumps. Everyone reacts differently to low carbs versus high carbs, but I know I definitely feel a little bit more fatigued and tired running on a super low carb diet the few weeks leading
Your brain
up to
runs
the
on
show.
carbs too, so that's the other thing. Your neurological capacity is going to be a little bit decreased. Now, these are all side effects I guess you might experience in the first couple weeks of running first week or two running a low carb diet. They will somewhat subside, so they will, you will get used to them. Another thing that you'll notice on a low carb diet is that your stamina is going to be way down. So let's say you're on bench press and you're normally busting out 12 reps with 135 pounds, no problem. On a low carb diet, you might get to rep number 8 and be like, what the hell? So
something's not right.
Something's not right. A common, I guess, misconception with low carb diets is, well, I'm eating low carbs, my energy's low, so I need to do sets of 20. I need to do
cut back on the intensity.
I need to cut back on the intensity and do high reps, low weight, easy stuff. But that's false. That's a very common misstep when either preparing for a contest or really for anything and that sort of thing, because in order to build it, you want the hypertrophy. You want to be in the rep range of about 6 to 12 reps. It's going to allow you to achieve maximal growth. Don't be afraid of using heavy weights and that sort of thing. We're going to show you guys the first 2 movements we're going to do, and then we'll talk about exactly what we're going to do afterwards, so that way if you guys are feeling spunky at home, feel free to give it a whirl, The first thing we're going to do is what we call an active warm-up, okay? I'm going to let Sammy run us through that.
All right, so first things first, we're gonna head on over to the lat pull down machine. The important thing about an active warm up is to kind of prime your body for the workout you're about to do. Get those muscles warmed up, increase that neurological response, get the blood pumping, get a little bit of a muscle pump going on. We usually don't go super heavy on these warm ups, just something a little bit lighter, get things going. So we're gonna really focus on these lat pull downs on the contraction and the squeeze. Really kind of incorporate the whole back. We're gonna be leaning back a little bit to really engage the lat, also a little bit of the erector spinae. It's hard to isolate a single muscle in your back because it's so big and you have so many muscles.
There's a lot of muscles back there.
Which is fine because we want to warm up everything, because the next exercise we're going to do is going to be really intense, so we want to make sure that our muscles are warmed up and ready to go.
Primed to go. Yeah, so we're actually going to be moving into deadlifts next, which is a compound movement, which is typically you want to perform earlier in the workout. But again, we want, like somebody had to say, you want to get warmed up. We're about to utilize our lats, our spinal erectors, our rhomboids, our traps, everything. So we want to ensure to warm all those up.
And I'm lifting a lot lighter than what I would normally do for working sets.
Yeah.
But I'm really focusing on the squeeze, the contraction, and then the stretch on this eccentric portion.
Notice how she lets it stretch all the way up and lets these lats stretch out. Good. And then all the way down, she's bringing it down so you can see her spinal erectors will actually contract, because that's exactly what's going to happen when we go to do these deadlifts. Good.
And we're going to do about 10 to 12 reps. Probably a little bit higher for a warm-up than what I would for a heavy working set.
Yeah.
Usually I would keep this between 8 to 10 reps working, 12 max.
And notice when she brings this bar down, it's going below her chin. These guys you see pulling it down to above their head, it's not a full rep. So you bring it down, try and touch your chest with it when you bring it down and squeeze your lats. Good.
And the good thing about a warm-up is you can really use this time to engage in that mind-muscle contraction that you commonly hear people referring to. And like anything else in terms of weightlifting, muscle building, exercise, it takes practice and it takes consistency to really build the appropriate mind-muscle technique to where you can really feel and know for certain I'm squeezing the appropriate muscles, I'm warming up appropriately, I'm really feeling the work that I'm doing. You can see the slight lean back here allows for greater range of motion, a little bit more contraction in the lats. Bringing it to the chest and allowing that stretch on the eccentric portion of the lift.
All right.
First set done. It's going to be our second warm-up set. I'm going to increase my weight just a little bit. Still a lot lighter than what I would normally perform for a working set.
The other thing you'll notice is that her upper body, her torso, isn't rocking back and forth. She's not using her momentum to pull that weight down. Now, of course, yes, there's something to be said for lifting heavy, you know, for those forced reps, but you should maybe only be doing those about 5% of the time. You know, after you get through your working sets, doing, you know, your fundamentals, your basics, sticking to good form, and then if, you know, in your third or fourth set, you want to push yourself and get a couple heavy reps, then it's okay to go out of form a little bit. But the guys that I see swinging the weights around and using their body just to get every rep like that, it's just a waste of time. Good job.
All right.
I'll go up a little bit myself. Again, this is way lighter than a normal working set. We're just warming up here. We got plenty of weights left to lift.
And now you don't want to go too light with your warm-up set to where you're really not fully engaging the muscle or putting enough tension on your muscles to really activate any contraction. We still want to make sure that we're getting a good pump, that we're getting the muscle flowing. So you want it to still be kind of a moderate weight. Nothing too challenging. You should be able to complete the full reps in your warm-up sets without feeling extremely exhausted or spent. Good. And you can see he's trying to delay the negative motion of this lift and really engaging in that stretch. And so you should also feel your muscles resisting the weight on this negative movement. Every component of the lift is important, not just the contraction.
Pretty warm.
All right, so we're warmed up and ready to go. Johnny's going to describe the next exercise that we're going to get into.
Yeah, let's head over here to the bar, the real bar. But what we're going to do today is I just wanted to show you, give you guys a little taste of what a real bodybuilder workout is. So deadlifts, you might see guys doing it on leg day, but it's not a leg workout. It's a back workout. Your primary mover is your back. It's your lats, it's your spinal erectors, your lower lumbar. Your secondary movers, your synergists, are going to be your hamstrings and your glutes. Okay, you will have some quad involvement as well as some shoulder. You know, you get a little bit. It's a full body workout. That's why it's called a compound lift. This is actually our deadlifting. So we're going to go through our warm up sets and then into our working sets. Me personally, I'm trying to go a little bit heavy today, so I'm going to spare a lot of the weight early. I'm going to just do like 2 warm up sets and then move right into 2 real heavy sets. Sammy might be doing something the same, but she might also be doing her own protocol. So first things first, set a warm up set. And all along the way, I'll be giving you guys some tips and pointers to hopefully help you out with your deadlift form.
I like to use straps whenever I do these. My grip strength is also a little less. People prefer to use a raw grip as well. Both are correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. You might be wondering, so the straps, we're on back day. We're trying to work our back as hard as we can. We're not really worried about our forearms. So that's why we utilize straps. You know, me personally, and sometimes Sammy, we will do deadlift days where we go all raw, no straps. That way your forearms won't ever lag. But to use them right now, we're just trying to hit our back. Good. You'll notice she keeps a flat back. She keeps her butt down. She's keeping her chest and chin over the bar when she goes down. She's not going over her toes, and she's driving through her heels. Good job.
So I just did 12 reps right there. Usually for warm-ups, I keep it 10 to 12. Probably decrease as we get into the heavier working sets. You can see Johnny uses a raw grip. He does not use straps on his. Makes it even more impressive. Woo! This will be our last warm-up set.
Last warm-up set. Good. Notice when she goes down, just look at her back. You see these guys with this rolled back? You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, there might be some pro deadlifters or pro powerlifters you'll see when they might deadlift like that, but those are pros, okay? Just remember that. For the most part, for your average Joe, you want to keep a flat back when deadlifting. Good job, babe. You may be wondering about foot placement. For the most part, you want about shoulder width, maybe slightly more narrow, but this is a completely different, this is a sumo deadlift, and that's for another video on another day. But for the most part, you want to keep your, that's where you're going to get all your power. Think if you were trying to jump up as high as you could, you're not going to put your feet all the way out there. If you want that power, you're going to keep them about shoulder width apart.
If you were to look at Johnny from the back, all of the primary motion and contraction is happening really from his erector spine and lower back through his lats. And you can also see a little bit of rhomboid, teres major, trapezius. Your infraspinatus is also putting in work, so it's really an entire back workout.
In case you're wondering at home, this is a 45-pound bar. The red plates are 45, those black ones are 25. So my girl here is about to deadlift 185. I love it.
And so now we're moving into working sets, so I'm going to decrease my rep range a little bit. Sometimes I just feel it as I go. I usually have a number in my head. I'm going to try to hit 8 to 10.
Here's the other thing I talked about earlier. We're both low carb. So you kind of have to gauge it as you go. You might notice in your workout you're only getting 6 reps. You might either need to lighten the weight or change your rep ranges. Good. Good job. Good. Good job. Good set. Now, like Sammy said, I'm going to adjust my rep ranges too. Today, I'm kind of, I've set a goal for myself. I'm really trying to hit this one deadlift, so I'm going lower reps today. I'm going kind of maximal strength training. I've got a whole rest of the back workout where I'll be going higher reps in the hypertrophy. So right now, I'm just, a couple reps. So this is just to kind of gauge, see where I'm at. Again, I don't just jump in and go to my heaviest. Okay. This is 405 on the bar, 45-pound bar. I'll do this raw just a few times.
And this is just his first working set.
Do 3, it felt good. We'll go a little higher. We'll go up a little bit. All right. Saving energy. I could have got a couple more reps, but I want to go heavier. Come on, babe. Got this. Good. Good. Behind the scenes, you might not see it, but when she gets to the top of the rep here, she's squeezing the shit out of her lat. You kind of almost have to bring your hands and your arms down to your side to do that. Squeeze your lats. Yep. Peace. Come on. Good job. 545. This is my personal best. I might fail. I failed the last 3 times, but I don't give a shit. I'd rather fail 1,000 times than ever give up on something like this. But again, I've been doing this a long time, so I know what I'm doing a little bit. So choose a weight you can handle, guys. Don't be doing stupid stuff. Woo! Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! What's up, baby? 545. First time ever. Woo! All right, guys. Sorry to get excited like that, but I've been seriously working on that for months. Pretty excited about it. Normally I would try raw, but going low carb, I had to use the straps today. I'll get raw next time. Yep. Yep. Good. This girl's no joke. Come on. Good. Nice. Good, good. Whew. You notice how she went to get another rep. Instead of risking injury, she felt it wasn't going to happen. Just drop the weight. You ain't got to.
All right.
Good job.
Get it next time.
I'm going to do one more set. I want to try that raw. I'm feeling spunky. I want to try no straps. I'm going to try this raw with no straps. 545. See what happens.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Yep.
You know, another reason I wanted to show you all this is goals. Yeah. I set this goal for myself about 3 months ago, and I failed. I failed 6, 7 times. You were there with me. But I just achieved the goal, and I'm like so excited. And that's what's gonna move me to my next goal and my next one. So you guys at home, it really helps just to create some sort of goal, as dumb as it may be. Even if it's only a week goal or a month goal, okay? Try it out.
Yep.
Let's hit it. Last set. Yes. Good. Yep. 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 Good. Yes. Freaking back is shredded. Yes. Good. And another one. Did y'all see that?
2 more reps from last. I'm out of breath.
Push yourself, man. That's all you have to do. Hey, great set, babe. So, like I said before, like we promised, we're going to explain what we're going to do for the rest of our workout. As you can see, this took a long time just to go through our warm-up and then just into our first exercise. But now we're going to go through, and the next thing we would do, dumbbell pullovers.
Yep.
So lying on a bench, you want to lay flat, keep your elbows in, and lower the weight down, get a good stretch, letting your lats do the work. And then what was that after pullovers?
After that, we got some underhand barbell rows. So targeting a little bit different area of the back, a little bit lower, mid-lower back.
Yeah, that's also known as Yates rows for you hardcore bodybuilders out there.
After that, we're gonna do some high cable rows, really focusing on squeezing with the upper back and then
your lower traps, your upper
lats.
traps, all that in your upper back.
Yep. And then we're also going to do some heavier working lat pull downs, and then finish with some pull-ups to really burn out those lats, create that wide back, work on those wings.
That V-taper everybody wants.
There you have it. That's our epic back workout, 2.5 weeks out.
2.5 weeks out at NPC Junior Nationals in Chicago, Illinois. Sammy competes in the figure division. I'm in the new classic bodybuilding division. We're both really excited, and we're both even more excited that we're able to share an actual workout.
Yep.
Like, this is legit, like what we do. So we're really excited that we could share that with you guys and hopefully educate some tips and stuff to help out your deadlift. So for more workouts, nutrition, anything fitness related, head on over to SixPackShortcuts.com. This beautiful lady right here is Sammy. It's your boy Johnny. Y'all have a wonderful day.
See you next time.